Okay, today I'm with Adarsh Bhai, the bots admin of Bangalore. What's the bots full form?
Bangalore Off-Road Trails Squad.
Yes, he's a hardcore off-road guy, okay? Trails guy, off-road guy, yeah. And so today we're gonna check out his ultimate AR450, okay? It's not any more Himalayan 450, it's AR450, okay? I'm gonna hand over to Mr. Adarsh Bhai and he'll take us through his AR450 mods and all, okay?
वारंटी में प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा ना?
No, that is your headache. Okay, now I'll write the AR. You're fine with your mobile here? What if I steal it? I think the biggest one we can start with this.
Yeah,
I
so
love this tank.
So that's the Asabis tank. People have a false apprehension that reduces your weight, weight of the bike.
Even I thought the same.
And no, but actually it doesn't reduce the weight.
It does reduce by 2-3 kgs. Right?
It reduces by 2 kilos, but they say that it's a considerable weight loss and all of that. It is not, because you're still filling about 17 liters of fuel. But the thing is, 17 liters of fuel plus the metal tank, 17 liters of fuel plus this tank, 2 kilos of difference you will have.
Okay.
So that is the savings that you're doing. My main agenda, or the reason why I got this tank, was because of the shape of the tank.
Yeah.
So you get more space to hold the bike between your knees.
Yeah. So that's what I felt with the original tank, that your knee gets stuck
Exactly.
to the tank.
Exactly.
But this is much more sleeker, if you see. In this side, that's why you're able to hold it much better. Ergonomics is much better, basically. And I can feel the tallness. I like it. I'm sitting so close to the handlebar. That will feel like a sports bike. Second gear. Handlebar position, how close I'm sitting to the tank makes so much difference, man. Becomes so much easier to use it off-road, and it's so flickable. It's so light right now for some reason.
So the tank is there. It's very thin, very nice at this area. That is why I got the tank. And I don't have to worry about dropping the bike also. Because this tank doesn't puncture. It just goes inside.
Correct.
And then you can just put your hand inside or something, and then it will pop out. So it's basically, this tank will not get a hole.
Correct. Like those body parts that we use on dirt bikes and
correct. ये घिस के ही जाएगा.
Correct.
You have to fall in the same place multiple times for it to get a hole in that place.
Exactly.
So when I got the tank, I started to use it. I found it a little slippery and all of that. So I just got these grips, tank pads. These are from Ride Tech.
Nice.
He custom made it for me because this is obviously not a general tank that you get. So he has stuff. I have given him the measurements and all of that. He can make these things for you, no problem. वो custom made है. Other than that,
I can see Bagbusters, which is
Bagbusters,
always handy.
Yeah, which is always handy. I keep this because even if it falls, I don't have to worry about going back home in a porter or something like that. I can ride it back. So just that the handlebar will be a little teda. That is still fine. Put it next to a tree.
Tuck and you put it back.
दो बार मार दो उसको, and then it is like properly done. People also have doubts about the tank on how do you refill and all of that. So this is just a roll cap.
Okay, you didn't buy the lock one.
I have the lock also.
Achha.
But the reason why I don't use it is because this pipe is connected to the carbon canister.
Achha.
So it's just nicer when you ride it like that. It's just the engine feels smoother when you're riding it that way. Why? Because maybe the fuel is already pre-prepped inside the cylinder before ignition. So the fumes basically. So this connects to that. Then I have a 1-inch mid-riser on the handlebar.
Oh, is it?
It is hidden under the foam.
So why did you put a mid-riser?
Mid-riser because I felt that when I was riding this bike, it feels like a sports bike, like for my height. I have to go down and then sit and then I had a couple of my friends who clicked photos of me when I was riding. And it actually looked like I'm cramped up inside the bike. So then I was like, no, I have to free myself up. And then while riding also, I felt it like the touring necessity that I want this bike to be doing. it is not fulfilled because I'm in a hunched back position all the time.
Correct.
I have to be a little straight for me to keep riding.
Yeah.
So I have a 1-inch riser, and with that, what I have done is I have added aluminium bushes as well.
That is for?
That is to ensure that there is no play in the handlebar. So from stock, a company, they give you rubber bushes.
Okay, correct.
Which is actually a brilliant idea. They have actually taken
Reduces
it.
the vibration.
Reduces the vibrations. So what happens in that thing is you lose the feedback from the road.
Oh.
The handlebar feels dead. मतलब अब off-road,
feel the front tire.
हाँ, you don't feel the front tire. So when you're riding on the dirt, you feel that अरे ये क्या है? I'm just gliding. Okay, you are gliding. That is a good thing because
That's
suspension.
what I've heard a lot of people say also, that you don't feel the suspension is really good, but you don't feel the feedback.
You don't feel
that thing helps with the
yeah,
feedback.
so that this is just direct. Now what happens is it's like extra direct.
So did it increase the vibration or something? Did you feel something?
No, vibrations are not there. I have not felt it. That is because of another thing that I've added. That is a Barkbuster grips.
These grips are the
So
I have used 2 of these till now on my X-Pulse before.
these are fat
Yeah.
and very nice to hold on, and they reduce the vibrations from the handlebars also. So आपको चाय पकड़ सकते हो. You don't have to be vibrating that way.
We'll do a chai test now.
चाय रख के हम लोग रेव करके देखते हैं. अरे
This feels like an MX bike, and with the tank and all the weight reduction and stuff, it's so much flickable and so much you can push it off-road. I can feel buzziness on the foot pegs. Other than that, it's so nice to ride. Oh shit, this is fun, dude. I highly recommend if someone wants to, get a Himalayan and want to take it off-road, get this tank.
what else? So I have not
I've seen this in Motor Zoomers for the first time.
Yes, so
Motor in, right?
this is from Motorin. It is a good build. I'll not say it's a product is less but then the problem with our MX boots is हम लोग यहाँ पे छूते ही नहीं. These are called rally footpegs.
Okay.
Unless you are committed to doing rallies,
Then only it makes sense.
then some of the things
Talk
is
about this one, M-tuned. What is this all about?
so M-tuned stands for monkey tuned. So basically it goes bonkers. You can say it's about 6 bhp more than stock. It's not about overall how it is, how do I say it, top end में 6 bhp. No, it's how it is delivered. That is where it matters. So our 450s are such that 3000 rpm, it is just starting. It is not. It doesn't go. Then 3000 mein you're like, oh. My main ask from him was not to reduce the 3000 rpm ka torque curve. It was to reduce the throttle lag. So there is a throttle lag on the 450, which is actually very nice to have. If you're a beginner, you don't kill yourself.
Correct.
Basically.
It needs to be there.
So I didn't like it because I'm coming from a 411 which has a quick throttle, all of that. So my 411 is my benchmark for all of the things that I'm doing to this. That is why I wanted the 1:1 throttle here. So this is a 1:1 throttle as of now. It's very you will have wheel spin immediately. So that is there. And torque starts at 1300, 1400 rpm. So it's very low. You don't have to be shifting down. Speed bumps and all keeps coming, right?
You don't have to shift.
You don't have to shift down. You can just go continue in the same gear.
Now the tuning actually makes a lot of difference on this. I can feel the punch, man. Much earlier I can feel the punch.
And with the remap, what I've also asked Shamant is to increase the engine braking. Because now I don't want it to go fast. I wanted to stop faster also. So when I'm on the throttle, if I get off the throttle, I don't use the brakes much. I get off the throttle, immediately it just slows down. Better torque, better engine braking, better throttle response. So this is the main thing. Unless you are very committed to it, don't go for it. I have these small things that I've put.
What is that?
So this, I had a bad crash. That's why is taraf there is.
Explain about your crash. What happened exactly?
I was.
People should know, like, because if they're riding Himalayan, they shouldn't do the same mistake.
So what happens? Royal Enfield, I don't know how to say it. They get the ABS calibration very bad. I don't know how they do it every time. Even the 411, my ABS never worked. In this also, there is a slight thing where when you're on undulations, when you're hitting the trails and you're fast, So the front brake pulses.
Okay.
So basically, what happens is it just goes like this.
Okay.
When you're on the trail,
On the tail you go cut.
it'll go cut. Never pull it back.
No, never pull it.
Never pull it back.
It'll just lock in.
It'll just lock and it'll just drop anchors. I mean, it's a good thing sometimes, but you have to always ensure that this was when I got the bike very beginning,
Yeah.
and then it just stopped and I went over the handlebar. Thankfully, nothing happened to me. I rolled off.
Nothing to be discouraged about.
Nothing to be discouraged of. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fine. Just learning process.
It's fun, and
On
that
street it won't happen.
this is something that I put before that, before the fall. And what happens is this is right at the edge where the tank is.
Acha.
So here also where the curve of the metal tank comes.
Okay.
So what happens is it doesn't go into the tank.
Yeah.
It just stands there as a barrier.
Basically, this is like a rubber.
Exactly.
Ooh, dude, this bike just pulls, man. You don't need big ass bikes. This is more than enough. And now it feels like a KTM for some reason. After this tune, it has a KTM feel. I'm not even kidding. I'm not like making shit up. It's not like Royal Enfield has paid me money. I'm still a KTM boy who bleeds orange instead of red. But this feels like a KTM now with this tune and with this setup and everything. You have the lights, aux lights.
Yeah, and I have the aux lights. So they are Baja Squadron Sport.
Bahas, damn.
They have spot and spread on them. And then it is mounted on. These lights everybody have seen.
Yeah.
They know these lights.
Yeah.
They work brilliant.
Correct.
What makes them work is these auto engine mounts. They are a one-sided thread mount.
Acha.
So basically, it'll go,
Yeah.
lock onto one side, and then you just have to tighten one side.
Okay.
The other side is already tight.
Oh, nice.
So that is brilliant. That is why I was able to mount it over there. And then this setup works because it's right below the headlight, below the number plate. Everything is taken care of.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the legality and all of that. But then again, aux lights are not legal.
Yeah, it's not legal, right?
It's not legal.
What if you cover it with socks or something?
Even if you cover it, it's not legal because it's not come from the company.
I don't think the tank is legal.
No. So when you get the tank, they say that what is it? It is for off-road use only.
Acha. Yeah.
It is not for road use. They tell it clearly on the thing.
What about these? What are these?
So these you don't see much in India.
Acha.
These were one of the last pieces that I got from one of the stores in Bangalore.
This only, right?
This is from Asabis. I got this about 2-3 years back.
Okay.
These are actually fork protectors.
Okay.
They protect the fork stem from branches and small debris and all of that. Basically, if you're doing a lot of enduro stuff, it'll protect it from scratch, small things. I mean, pellets and small stones and all of that. Then, while we are here already, I have the Kriega fork seals.
Kriega fork seals very important. I have seen so many.
That is standard.
Yeah, very standard. Everyone should have this.
Yes.
Whichever bike they have.
Exactly.
I don't care. Even have Splendor, get these fork seals.
But you should have it and then ensure that you clean it.
Yeah. When you're washing it, remove the hip ties. Clean it and put it.
Then I have the Motoren mount.
Acha.
The
mobile.
GPS mount.
GPS mount.
So I use a phone. I don't have an Android CarPlay, AutoPlay, all those things. I don't use that. I use this.
Your plan is to get it in future? The
No.
and stuff?
No. And Peak Designs.
Yeah. Design is working out for you.
My God, what brilliant!
You have done, huh?
What brilliant design! I mean, what brilliant
Jumping.
stuff! Yeah, everything is done. I have jumped. I have done stuff on it. It doesn't break. It doesn't happen. And I have moved these stuff around, like different phones and all of that.
Okay.
It still works. I mean, it doesn't break or it doesn't do anything. You don't have to worry about it in the city. Whether you're this thing, you don't have to
But
worry.
they cost.
I mean, see, buy once, cry once.
Yeah, that's what. You're getting good stuff.
Good
You're
stuff.
paying for it, yeah.
Buy one, cry once,
Correct.
and then leave it there. It doesn't matter.
But if Royal Enfield can itself make such products, like a proper rally bike, this will be a proper rally bike. Oh, dude, I've never ridden a Himalayan like this. Fuck, this is amazing. Sitting is amazing, standing is amazing. Everything just works.
And then I have something which is better, which is called booster plugs.
Booster plugs.
They are from US.
Okay.
So booster plugs, what they do is it actually, as per the temperature,
Yeah.
as per the O2 sensor.
Yeah.
So it has two readings, one from the ambient temperature and another one from the O2 sensor.
Okay.
Based on that, those two readings, it keeps recalibrating the fueling.
What about Fuel-X? Fuel-X also works with the O2 sensors, right?
Fuel-X works with the O2 sensor, but there is a number over here that is given.
Correct. Yeah.
That I don't know, if it just works with the O2 sensor, I'm okay with it. But that number messes things up. Like you have to be consciously there that okay, I am doing this altitude, so I need more fuel.
Okay.
Or I'm doing this altitude, so I need lesser fuel.
Okay.
That should be in your head. Unless and until you don't sit and fiddle with it,
So the booster plug does everything by itself.
does everything by itself. So no, that is one thing where it's different. Unfortunately, booster plugs are not legal anymore because of the compliance issues.
I don't think so. Any of these mods are legal.
No.
Even if you remove the sari guard, it becomes illegal.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
By the way, that is the biggest mod of 4 kilos. I mean, 3.5 to 4 kilos. That is sari guard.
Oh yeah, sari guard 4 kilos. Yes, yes.
3.5 something.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is
This is a rally seat.
this is a rally seat, taller seat and all of that. And because of that, I didn't want to put the rally call.
Achha.
But now that I'm used to this seat,
Yeah.
I'm touring also on these seats. I would rather put the rally call now.
Okay.
But Royal Enfield, भेज दो यार. चाहिए मेरे को.
These seats are much better than normal seats. For
Yeah.
me, I don't know about. What about you? What do you think?
I love them. I mean, I love the seats.
So much place to move.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuck in
You're
one position.
exactly. You're not stuck.
Riding more above on the bike.
Yeah.
Side,
No, it's paining.
Yeah.
You have to do, okay, sit a little forward,
Correct, yeah.
aram se, and then keep riding for some time,
changing.
and then keep back. So, if you see, I don't even have even though this is my touring, whatever, I don't have a rear rack, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I use rock straps,
Correct.
very safe, very nice. It just stays,
Yeah.
any bag, anything that you have, just cross bag it and then it is done. I'm not even kidding, I'm having like 10 times more fun than the original Himalayan 450. 10 times more fun with this setup. Sorry, I use I use an aftermarket air filter.
Which one is it?
It's called Scroll.
Scroll. Oh,
So that is basically just soap water में wash करो
Acha.
and then dry it out and then put it back in.
Okay.
So no oiling, nothing.
No oiling required.
Nothing required. And I've also made a hole in the air filter.
Air filter for more air.
That cover, the top cover.
Uh-huh.
So that is why when you ride the bike, when you are riding it, you'll feel that intake
sound will also change. And
Yeah. So that's why I don't need the exhaust.
Correct. Nice.
I have to hear it. Exhaust कोई और सुनेगा.
The intake noise is so much better on this because the mod's done to the airbox. Woo, hear that? Roars. Nice.
Done.
Thank you so much, Mr. Adarsh bhai.
Very important mod we forgot.
Yes. Which one? Oh wow, yeah, this sticker is damn cool, man. Fuck stock. Fuck you, stock. I'll give him. I don't have the golden sprocket, but I'll give him. Just act like I'm giving it to you. Take it. I can we see it?
ऐसा
I'll
बड़ा.
give it back now. I mean, this is MX bike, dude.
Huh?
This is a MX bike now. Motocross. Yeah. It pulls, and the way you sit, everything is like a MX motorcycle.
And another thing is, I don't know if you noticed, like it is effortless to, like you're coming from an automatic.
Yeah.
You're not changing gears.
Correct.
You
I'm not changing gear much.
You just have to
Open it.
open throttle, you'll go.
I was saying this feels like a KTM now. There's no more Himalayan in it. No more Royal Enfield in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's the best part. So you don't.